We have completed SQL Server part successfully, and now we are going to start SQL Server integration services. So what is an SSIS? So the SSIS is a ETL tool. Extraction, transformation, and loading the data from different data sources. We are going to extract the data from different data sources. Anything, either it is a SQL Server, Oracle, or Excel, CSV, flat file, anything, any kind of data sources. You can take the data, and when you are going to combine this data and when you are going to load this data, in between this extraction and transformation, we are going to clean up the data as per your business requirement. You have to clean up the data. Okay, so we have some kind of transformations over here. In SSIS, we have different kind of transformations, and we are applying those transformations to clean the data as per your business requirement. Then finally, we are going to load the data into our SQL Server data warehousing. So normally 99% we are using our target database is a SQL Server only, because we are using the product MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence. The Microsoft having the database RDBMS system is a SQL Server only, right? So ETL, extraction, transformation, and loading. SSIS is a ETL tool. What is SSIS? SQL Server integration services. So what is the framework, what is the tool we are going to use to design the SSIS related packages? When you are installing your Microsoft Business Intelligence, you will get two components, two tools. One is SQL Server Management Studio, right? So up to now we have worked on the SQL Server Management Studio to write down SQL queries or to design a database, whatever. And coming to the SQL Server data tools, this is the framework, this is the tool we are going to use to design the actual BI related things, SSIS, SSRS, and SSES. So in this SQL Server data tools, this is currently we are using 2012 version. Earlier in 2008, 8R2 and 2005, the name of this component is Business Intelligence Development Studio. After 2010, they were changed the name into SQL Server Data Tools. Okay, so in this SQL Server Data Tools, you can design your SSIS project. Okay, so inside this SSIS project, you can create many number of packages. What do you mean by package? SSIS packages. So each package you can say it's a one a business unit. Like for example, you have a requirement like I want to load data from an Excel file to SQL Server table. Okay, I want to load the data from SQL Server Excel to SQL Server table. So to achieve this kind of requirements, you can create one package, and inside the package we have a different kind of tasks, containers, and transformations, and sources and destination, different components we have. We'll discuss one by one inside once we are jumping into the SSIS package. So first I will show you how to create one SSIS project. You just go to file, click on new project, or directly you can go over here under Visual Studio 2010 shell. There is a new project and open project. You just click on the new project. So here, what is the template you have to select? This integration services project is for SSIS related, and this report server project is for SSRS, and analysis services multidimensional is for SSIS. Okay, so now we are going to create the project is integration services project, that is SSIS. You just select integration services project. What is the name of this project you are going to give? I want to give SSIS sales package project. You can give any name for this project, and by default the location it is going to save in this particular location. Okay, the solution name is SSIS sales package project. A one solution can have more than one project. Later if you want to add one more project for this solution, yes, you can add. Okay, if you want to give the solution name differently, you can give the solution name differently. By default it will take whatever the project name you are giving here, the same solution name it will take. Okay, and when you are creating this project, it will save this information inside this folder. Okay, it just, if you want to change, you just browse it and change the location of the storing this project in your computer, then click OK. The template is integration services project template you have to select. Right, so once you are creating a project, that is SSIS sales package project. So if you want to see the full detailed information about your project and all those things, you just go to view. Under the view there is a solution explorer. In the solution explorer, it will give a clear information about your project, SSIS sales package project. Okay, and by default it will give one package to you. The package name it is giving package.dtsx. The extension of this package is DTSX. What is the meaning of DTSX? Data expression. Okay, something data expression language or whatever. The code behind this package, it is an XML format only. If you want to see the code, see here, that is nothing but XML file only. Okay, right. So who is creating this SSIS package? All those informations you can see over here, right? View code. So what is the package name, right? When the package has created, and when the package has modified last date, and everything you can find out the information under this code. The code behind this package.dtsx is this one. Okay, so we don't use this one. I'm just showing to you how the code is in the background. Okay, right, come over here. This is my package, and I want to rename this package because by default the name is coming as a package.dtsx. I want to rename the package like yes, this is emp data loading package. Okay, So in which location you have saved this package, this project in your computer? If you want to see, you just click on this SSIS sales package project and click on properties window, that is F4 in your computer. Then it will give the path where you have saved your project. You just take this one and go to start. See over here, remove this one. I just want to open that folder. Okay, so we just come back one folder, right? This is your solution folder. When we are creating the project, we have created one solution file as well. This is your solution file. Okay, and it has created a separate directory for the project and your package. What is your package name? emp data loading package.dtsx. If you are adding one more package, yes, you can add many number of packages. Right click, new SSIS package, and you just rename it. This is department data loading package. Department data loading package. So then two packages are created: department data loading package, emp data loading packages. Okay, right. So coming to this window, designing window, what is this control flow and what is this data flow and parameters, event handlers, package explorer? We'll discuss about these parameters, event handlers, all those things later. First, our primary focus on the control flow and data flow. So what actually this control flow? Right. So when I'm going to create this SSIS package and the actual implementation inside the data flow, how I'm going to load the data, and so before you are going to load the data and after you are loading the data, there are a lot of things we need to do. So the data loading is not a straightforward thing. Like if you want to load the data, you need a file, you need a data. Where is your data? For example, if it is a file, how you will get the file, right? And after you are loading the data from this file to SQL Server table, so these files, what do you want to do? I want to archive these files into another folder. And before I am going to get these files, from where you are getting these files? The files are located in somewhere, so you have to copy those files into a particular folder, then you have to load the data. So these kind of something managing things before loading the data and after loading the data, some administrations you have to do. And also whenever the error is coming, I want to send a email. Okay, and also before I'm going to load the data into this SQL Server table, I want to truncate whatever the data already inside the table. Okay, so there are something prior and post tasks we have to do before doing the data loading and after doing the data loading. Okay, so the actual data loading we are not doing inside the control flow. The control flow, whatever the tasks we have, so how can you open the tasks? You just go to view and other windows, SSIS toolbox. Here you can find out different kind of tasks over here. Okay, so don't get fear, we don't use all these tasks, we are using only some of the tasks. So each task having some functionality, and by using these tasks you can achieve your requirement. For example, my requirement is I have to load the data. Okay, I have to load data from a file, text file, to a SQL Server table. Okay, so this loading the data from a text file to SQL Server table, you can do inside the data flow. Okay, but before that, how would you get that file? How you will receive that file? How the client will send file to you daily? For example, so the client will put this file in a particular shared folder path. Okay, so from that shared folder path, I want to copy that file into my local path. From this local path, my SSIS package will pick that file and load into my SQL Server table. So if you want to copy a file from this one folder to another folder, after copying the file into this location, I want to delete that file from this location. Okay, and also you can do, instead of copy, you can cut the file and you can put over here. And before you are going to keep that file over here, if you want to rename that file, and I don't have any folder over here, I want to create a folder in a particular location. So all these operations, if you want to do, we have one task over here in this list. What is the task we are going to use to do the operations related to the files? It don't touch the data. We are doing just for moving a file from one folder to another folder, or cut and paste a file, or delete a file, or creating a folders, that kind of operations in your local computer. The source and destinations both are in the same location, same computer. It's a local, not a remote computer. So if you are going to do these local tasks, the source and destination both are local in your computer. From one folder to another folder, if you are going to do these operations, for example, I have this source folder and I have a destination folder. So now my requirement is, from this source folder, whatever the emp.txt file I have, I want to copy this file and keep into destination folder. So how can we do this one? What is the task we are going to use over here to do this kind of operations? That task name is file system task. You just drag and drop over here. Okay, open this file system task. So we need to configure this one. So you are telling the file system task is copying a file, but which file, in which location the file is there, and to which location you want to copy this file. So that information you have to configure inside the file system task. So if you are not configuring properly, this red mark will come. Once you are configuring properly, this will disappear. That means you didn't configure properly. So how can you edit this one? Right click, edit, or you just double click on this one. It will open a configuration window. Okay, right. So here are two things we need to focus: destination connection and source connection. Source means from which location you are going to copy a file into destination, which location, and what kind of operation you want to see. Here we have these many kind of operations. Okay, so what I'm going to do here now, I want to just copy a file. Which file? So you just take the source connection, new connection over here, then you just browse it. Where is your file? The file is in my source folder. Open the source folder. The file is emp.txt. Open it, click OK. And to which location you want to copy this file? I want to copy this file into uh, a particular folder. Yes, the folder is already there, that is the destination folder. Then you no need to create that folder, existing folder only. Browse it, the folder name is destination. Click OK, click OK. And this option you have to enable. Override the destination if the file is already existing. Make it true. If the file whatever you are going to copy if already existing in your destination folder, you just override that, make it true. Click OK. Now that red mark is disappeared. So now I want to execute this package. How can you execute a package? Which package this is? One, this is emp loading package. In department data loading package we didn't create anything. Okay, right. So come over here, file system task. I want to execute this package. Right click, execute the package. Once the execution is success, it will display green color. If it is failed, then red color will come, and it is under process, the yellow color will come. Right, it is executed successfully. This one. If you want to see the execution detailed information, how it has executed, when it has started, and how the tasks are validated, the entire information you can see in the tab of progress window. When this progress window will come, when you are executing a SSIS package, go to progress. See here, emp data loading package, validation has started, the task file system task, and when it has started this time, and this finish time, total elapsed time to execute this one is 234 milliseconds, and finished at this time it has finished. Okay, it will give that detailed information. Now you can check whether that file is copied into a destination folder or not. Just go to desktop and destination folder. See, we are getting the emp.txt file. Okay, right. So now you are in the debugging mode. See, package execution completed the source. Click to switch design mode. If you want to start normal designing again, you have to come back to your normal designer mode. How would you come? So you just click on this button, stop debugging, or you can press F5 in your keyboard. Okay, so right, that is the one way to execute SSIS package. In this SSIS package, if we have more than one tasks, for example I'm going to take one more task. So when you are executing this SSIS package, what will happen? It will try to execute this task and also this task. I don't want to execute this task, I want to execute only this task. How can you do it? So what task you want to execute, you just right click on the task and execute the task. It will execute only that particular task. Okay, or instead of executing this entire SSIS package from here, solution explorer, right click execute package, you just directly click on this button as well. It will start the debugging, that means it will execute. Three options if you want to execute in the SQL Server data tools. One is right click execute package, right click execute task, or start debugging. Okay, any way you can execute a SSIS package. Okay, right, I want to delete this one. So this is the way you can copy a file. Right, the another situation to copy a file, and so one thing over here is when you are creating the connections, the source and destination paths you have given here. emp.txt and destination. So those connection informations are coming over here under the connection managers tab. Whatever the connections you are providing, those connections will come under connection managers. See, this is the path you have given your source file, and this is the destination path as given in your to which folder you want to copy this file. Later if you want to change, yes, you can change. Whatever changes you are doing for these connections, the same thing will applicable over here. Sorry. Okay, for example, now what I want to do, I want to delete the file. If you want to delete, yes, you can take one more file system task. Okay, so the best practice when you are creating any SSIS package is please rename these tasks. This is for delete file in folder. It will give a clear picturization about your SSIS package, and try to make the all the packages same size. And this one, what it is doing, this is copy file from source to destination. If you are unable to convey all the detailed information in these task names, what you can do, just right click and write down the add annotation. So this task you can write down like this. This task will delete file emp.txt in destination folder. Okay, and you just write down for this one as well, and this task copy emp.txt file from source to destination folder. The next time whenever a new user is coming or new developer is coming, he will understand about your package very clearly without opening these tasks. This is the best practices. As an experienced candidate, you have to write down all these annotations. So by reading this description, he can understand what this task is doing. He no need to open and see what is doing and what is the operation you are performing over here. Okay, now what I want to do, I want to delete a file. The operation type we have to select is delete file. Which file you want to delete? So the connection you have to create. Click over here, new connection, existing file. Where is your file? My file is located in destination folder. Under destination folder, emp.txt file. Click open, click OK. See, again a new connection will create over here. You have created a new connection for the file in a destination folder. Okay, right. Now if you are executing this package, what will happen? Both tasks will try to execute at a time parallelly, but my requirement is first I want to execute this task. If it is executing successfully, then I want to execute these tasks. If it is not executing successfully, then I don't want to execute the second. First I want to delete the file in the destination folder. To do that one, first one you have to execute. The second one, is going to execute to copy a file from a particular folder to another folder. Okay, so how can you make the control over this execution? See here, there is something link we are finding over here. I want to link up this task with this one. Just drag and connect over here. What is this link? What we are calling this link? So these links we are calling it is a precedence constraint. Precedence constraint link. Precedence constraint link over here. So you just double click on this precedence constraint link. See here, the value if it is success means the execution result of this folder first task, if it is success, then only it will move to second task for executing, because here the value type we have taken is success, and the second one is failure. Click OK. Means whenever the value of the task execution result is failure, then it will move to the execution of the second. So I'm going to change this into completion. Whenever this package execution result anything, either it is a success or failure, whatever, anything, then it will go and execute this task. So I want to execute the second task only after the value is success. If the first one is getting failed, I don't want to go forward to execute. That is the reason I am taking the value is success. By default the value also success. We'll discuss about this precedence constraint going forward more detail. As of now, this is the precedence constraint link. This precedence constraint link we are going to use to control the execution flow of the tasks. Which task you want to execute first and which task you want to execute second, and based on the condition you can put conditions over here. You can put some conditions also. If the condition is satisfying, it will execute in that way. If it is not, then it will go over here.